Hey guys, I wanted to come in here and do a quick little chat. Over this weekend, I have been a bit of a hot topic in one of the Facebook Reselling Mums groups. And I'm not actually part of that group. However, there was a thread that was started about me, and I have been shared the post by multiple people within that group who have come to me and let me know what was being said about me. I just want to make a disclaimer to start with. I'm not upset or angry with the person who started the thread. I don't think there was any ill intentions. She asked a question that I get asked very often by other people. So it is a common question, and because of that, I really felt like it would be good if I came in here and did a little video explaining my reasoning. And hopefully that can set it all clear. So the question that's been asked in this Facebook group was, can somebody tell me the name of Back from Burnout's eBay store? And I don't actually share my eBay store publicly for a variety of reasons. Now, there was quite a few people in this thread who came in and said, Mel doesn't share her store. She has talked about it before on her videos. And the lady who started the thread couldn't really understand why I wouldn't share my store, because she felt like I was probably missing out on sales from other resellers who are also buyers. There's a lot of rumors that go around about eBay. Nobody really understands eBay and how it works and how the algorithm works. eBay is a dark art, and if we all knew exactly how eBay worked, we'd all be rich and millionaires. We don't know how it works. We're all trying to do different things to work the algorithm in our favor. There's always been a long-standing debate about whether or not, if thousands of people come into your eBay store and look at your items and then don't purchase them, that will hurt your eBay store. Because then eBay thinks that my items are crap and nobody wants them, so then they're not going to push my eBay listings. Compared to if somebody comes into my store because they're particularly looking for an item, they see what they like in my store and then they purchase it straight away, then that looks good for eBay. Then they go, that's a good store, I'm going to push that store forward. So because I am quite a public reseller, I do have a public Instagram page with nearly 4,000 followers and a YouTube page here with nearly 2,000 followers. So I do have thousands of people who want to view what I'm doing. They want to look at my store. They want to look at what I'm selling. They want to look at how I'm photographing, how I'm describing things, because they want to be able to do the same thing. At the end of the day, I'm not doing anything that's different or anything special to any other seller to get all the sales that I get. I just want to make that clear. My photos are very plain and boring. They are just a simple photo on a plain background. There's nothing fancy about them. They are a simple photo. However, I take them so that they are nice and clear. My description is nothing fancy. I use 3 or 4 lines. I pretty much copy and paste the title that I put into my description box and then just write my postage and handling details. And it's very basic. It's like 4 lines. I fill out most of the item specifics, but not all of them. If I don't know the item specific, if I don't know the style of dress it is, then I don't put it in. I just put unknown. I don't stress about that kind of stuff. I put in as much as I know, and then that's it. And I set the price at a competitive price to be able to get a sale. What I do is spend 60 hours a week, at least, on my eBay store. And not just within my eBay store, but within my business. Yesterday I spent 6 hours cleaning up and resorting and culling and organizing stuff for the week. 6 hours. I didn't get one listing done. That was just 6 hours in my office and my storage area of my garage, back and forth, organizing, sorting, tidying, putting things away that were listed. This is a massive job, and this is not a job that is easy. And I do spend a lot of hours on it because it is my full-time job and my full-time income. So those quantity of sales that I get each week is a reflection of the work that I put into my business and the reflection of the amount of listings that I put into my business each week. I am trying to put in a minimum of 100 new items within my store a week. So I do heavy listing. I have different types of stock in my store. And, I work really hard to get those sales. They don't just come easily for me. I'm not just a mum who sits at home doing this on the side, popping a few items in my store and then waking up on a Monday with 50 orders. It doesn't happen like that. It takes a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of hours. I put so much into this business and it is my full-time only income and I just can't afford to jeopardize it. And if there is a rumor going around that the eBay algorithm does not like it when thousands of people visit my store just to have a look and a sticky beak, then I'm not going to jeopardize my business by sharing around my store. Because, I just can't afford to. I literally can't afford to. I can't afford that. And, in this industry, when you are a public reseller, you open yourself up to a lot of trolls and a lot of hate. It's just a matter of fact. When you put yourself out there and you talk about controversial topics or you debate things, you're always going to have people that don't like you. You're going to have people who don't like you just for the sake of not liking you because you put yourself out there. And, this doesn't just happen with me. It happens with all the YouTube community of resellers who put themselves out there. We go through a lot behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize. There is a lot of negativity around us. There is a lot of hate. And there's also a lot of love. But at the end of the day, we do this because we enjoy it and, the love outweighs the hate, basically. However, I can't jeopardize my business because of somebody who doesn't like me. If somebody doesn't like a public reseller, then, there are nasty people in this world who just for kicks will try and take your business down. And, I just can't afford that. There are a lot of resellers that have multiple stores and sometimes they will share one of those stores, but they keep the other ones private. I also have multiple stores. In fact, recently I've opened up a 4th store to try and keep total anonymous. Like everything I'm doing in that store is totally different. And I have felt the need to do that because more and more people are looking at my store from a not constructive, a critical. They're critically critiquing my store, which makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable and it makes me feel under pressure. I 100% believe that there is room in the reselling community for more and more resellers. Like there is an abundance of items to resell and I do think that there's still room in this community for more resellers. However, what I don't believe is that there is room for all the resellers to sell the same things. So I don't want everyone to just go to my store and go, well, Mel sells this and she sells it really well, so I'm going to go and sell everything that Mel's selling. Like, then nobody wins. My eBay paranoia goes back about 15 years ago, and I'm going to share this story with you. About 15 years ago, I used to receive hate mail, anonymous hate mail. And it was clearly from somebody who was very close to me. Whether or not they were family or friends, I never found out. I don't know. But one of those hate mail letters mentioned my eBay store. Now, at the time, I was never selling on eBay, but I used to purchase kids' clothes for my daughter on that store. And it's the same store that I've got now. And in one of those letters that I received, somebody mentioned my eBay store and what I was purchasing. So this person was following my eBay store and knew what I was buying and was judging me by the clothes that I was buying my kids because they were designer label. So they were judging how much I was spending on kids' clothes, and they were looking at what kids' clothes I was buying. Like, who cares? What is that? That's nobody else's business but my business. You know, what I dress my kid in, you know? So I have a little bit of paranoia going back from right then, knowing that somebody was watching my store and watching everything that I bought. So I do struggle with like knowing that thousands of people want to follow my store and watch everything I'm doing. It makes me feel really under pressure. Like, they're all watching, they're looking at my spelling mistakes, they're looking at my errors. I have people message me and say, hey Mel, you've made a typo in your description here. And I know that's probably nice critical critique. However, it still makes me feel like, oh, you know, like that's not a buyer. That's somebody who's just looking like a reseller who's picking me up on my mistakes. And that makes me feel under pressure. Also, you know, I don't want everybody selling the exact same things as me. Quite often I'm trying new things to sell myself. It doesn't mean it's going to work. So I certainly don't want guys you to go out and do exactly the same and for it not work for you. You know, but I do think that asking somebody what their eBay store name is like asking somebody how much money do you make a year, which I think is a very personal question. And I think that if you follow a public reseller, then if they want to share their store with you, it'll be in their bio. It'll be in their YouTube link, their Instagram link. They will often have a link tree and it will have all the different links to their stores. And if you follow a public reseller where you can't find their eBay store, then generally that's going to mean that that person wants to keep that private, and that you should maybe respect that that person has their own personal reasons for keeping their store private and they don't want to share it. I understand that some resellers sell a lot of items to their subscribers and their followers. My friend Nick and Andrea over in UK sell a lot of their store to resellers. However, they've also got 45,000 followers, which is an incredible amount. And maybe if I had 45,000 followers, I would just give up and say, okay, here's my store name, follow me, and if you want to purchase from me, then thank you very much. However, I'm still only a small YouTuber and a small public reseller. And at the moment, I know that I've only ever had one person who's another reseller purchase from my store, because she sent me a message and she said, Mel, you have given me so much value in your videos and I really wanted to give back to you. So I've purchased this item from your store and I really look forward to receiving it, and thank you very much. And that made me feel really special. I really appreciated that. And, you know, I'm totally aware that some people know my eBay store or my eBay stores. Definitely my main eBay store has several hundred people following the store. They're following my eBay store. So I know there's people that follow it. But at the end of the day, risking having thousands of people look at my store for the odd sale from a reseller, it's not really worth that risk to me. I am a buyer on eBay as well. However, when I'm buying on eBay, I'm going in to look for something specific. I generally don't go to another person's eBay store that I know and go, I'm going to buy off this person just because it's this person. I generally go to look for something. If I want to go and buy a pink hoodie, I go, I want to buy a personalized pink hoodie. So I look that up, find the store I want to order from, and then I order it. So I feel like with my store, most of the time other resellers don't really want to purchase from my store. I don't sell anything fancy. I'm a bread and butter store. I'm not selling vintage items. I'm not selling rare and exclusive items. I'm selling basic run-of-the-mill brands that everybody can pick up. So I don't really feel like I've got anything specific that a reseller would be looking to purchase from me. I just kind of feel like like I'm being watched. And it just puts a bit of pressure on me, and it just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. I understand that I'm putting myself out here publicly, and that makes me liable or whatever to be watched, and I understand that. However, what I share is what I want to give. And, I don't share a lot of my haul videos, what I'm buying, what I'm selling. I choose to keep a lot of that stuff privately. There's so much more I could share with you in videos about my business, but I choose to keep some of it a little bit tight. Guys, I don't feel like I'm losing business with my stores because I don't share my eBay store name with all the community of resellers. I really don't feel like that's affecting my store. If I did show something specific on a Instagram video that you really wanted, I would be happy for you to contact me and you could buy it. However, I would ask that you do respect my privacy if I don't want to share my eBay store, and any other reseller for that matter. There are a lot of resellers out there who don't share their eBay stores, and there's a lot of resellers out there that have multiple stores and only will share one of those stores. I do share a little bit on my Instagram page about what I've sold and things that I'm buying, but I do keep a lot of it private. And, those privacy reasons are really just to protect me and my business and my full-time income. And, there's so much of it that I will share, and there's so much that I'm willing to share with you guys. So anything that I don't share, I do, just ask for you to respect my reasons why. I will also put it out there that my eBay stores are set so that everything I sell is hidden. So you can't go to my eBay store and have a look at what I've sold. Like, I have all that stuff hidden on my stores. So you could go to my store and have a look what I've got there for sale, but you can't search up what I've sold. Now, I'm not doing that as trying to be secret, like I've got anything to hide with my business, or, that I'm making up sales or anything. Like, I've got no reason to do that. This is my full-time job. My stack of sales is my stack of sales. But, if I'm onto something good that is selling well for me, then, I do want to keep that a little bit private, and I maybe don't want the whole reselling community to know about some of the things that I might sell really well. So, I have decided that I'm going to start a new collection of videos on how-to videos, and they're going to be simple, how to photograph and list a specific item. I'm not sure whether or not people are wanting to look at my store because they need guidance on how to list something, or how to photograph it, or what to write in a listing, or if they simply just want to watch what I'm doing and find out what I'm selling so that they can try and sell similar. At the end of the day, guys, I love sharing tips with you, and I love sharing reselling information and my reselling journey, but I don't always want to share every little thing. So please don't take it personally if I don't want to share my eBay store with you. I totally understand that some people are willing to share their eBay stores. Personally, I feel like some things need to be kept private, and sharing my store and trying to keep it a little bit quiet about things that I sell or sell well for me is a smart business move. And I like to think that I am quite a smart businesswoman. And this is just one of the decisions that I've made for my business. So please don't take it personally. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to limit my sales by not getting other resellers to buy from me. This is a business decision that I have made for my business, and it's one that I stand by, and at the moment I'm happy with. If it gets to the point down the track where I feel like I'm happy to share my store or one of my stores with the wider community, I will add it into my links and you will find my store there. So thanks everyone for your understanding. There's no right or wrong. This is not a debate. Some people like to share their stores and other people don't. I personally don't, and I just wanted to put it out there, the reasons why I don't.